Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome back to Talking Points. We have a lot to cover. It's basically halfway through September, so we're just going to dive right into this content. As a reminder, I'm Jazmin.
And I'm Molly.
One of our state officers, our guest on the show today. Let's get right into it. On September 3rd, Josiah and Molly went to Beargrass Charter. Tell me, what'd y'all do there?
Yeah, so we got to present to the classes throughout the day about FFA opportunities, and then we gave a workshop to middle schoolers at Middle School Leadership Conference in the afternoon.
Fun times. And after that, on Friday, me and Eleanor went to the Mountain State Fair. That was pretty cool because the USDA actually showed up and they signed a grant that was $220 million going towards Hurricane Helene relief. It was pretty cool. We got to talk to Steve Troxler, Ted Budd, Dean Fox, really cool people, a fantastic event. And then, what would y'all do on September 11th?
Yeah, on September 11th, Eleanor, Josiah, and I went back to the Northeast for RLC, and we had 24 schools there with 250 students.
Wow.
At Beargrass. Yeah, it was an incredible event.
And so, there was a theme of rodeo, right?
Yes. I love a good theme.
No, that's awesome. So that was on Thursday, but at the same time, Lily Russell, she was at South Rowan because they had a green hand ceremony and their annual cheer wine chug. Have you heard of that before?
I have not. Tell me about it.
There is video evidence.
Ooh.
Lily came back and she said that she had a great time at South Rowan. And then on Saturday, we went right back to work for vet science. That was September 13th. And what is vet science, you might ask? Great question. So a CDE is a career development event. That is where you get to compete against other students in your knowledge towards a certain career area. So vet science, kind of in the title. How much do you know about being a vet?
Well, my dad is a vet and I'm a vet assistant, so I kind of know a little bit.
Yeah, Molly might have the upper hand here. But yeah, vet science is a great CDE. There was 69 teams who showed up and it was tough competition. So shout out to the top 3 teams, which were number 3 was Grays Creek, number 2 was Crest, and in first place we had Millbrook High School. Well done. Fantastic. So after that, on Monday, September 15th, Rachel, Eleanor, and Molly yet again.
Yeah, been on the road a lot. We
Yeah.
went to Southeast RLC at Jones Senior High School. Once again, an incredible event. Love returning to the East.
Now, remind me, what is a RLC? We've been throwing this acronym out. Sorry.
We love a good acronym. But RLC is Regional Leadership Conference. So these are conferences that are held in our regions to connect with members on a more local level.
Fantastic. And now, we had that on Monday. You went Monday to the Southeast. And then on the 16th of September, which was Tuesday, the next day, we had breakfast with Dean Fox. Whoa.
Crazy.
Dean Fox, if you don't know, he is the Dean of CALS at NC State. CALS, another acronym. What does that stand for, Molly?
It's College of Agriculture and Life Science.
College of Agriculture and Life Science at NC State. So we sat down, we had a good chat about how can CALS and FFA continue to support each other, right? And I think the biggest takeaway, at least for me, was we talked a lot about what prevents students from applying to NC State.
Yeah.
And he came back with, well, the answer is no if you don't apply.
Right.
And he said that students are usually scared that they won't get in, but again, if you don't apply, you'll never know. So we encourage you, if you're interested in CALS at NC State, or if you want to go to A&T, UMO, there's so many programs, you might as well apply, right, Molly?
Absolutely.
One of my favorite quotes is, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
It's pretty good. Well, yeah, and then after that, Rachel and I, we went to the Northwest RLC. Now, this was the same day. We went after breakfast to Alexander Central High School, where the theme was Empower for their conference. Empower is a common theme, isn't it, Molly?
Yeah, I like that theme.
Well, while we were there, we had a great time. Lots of students, very engaged, learning how to empower each other. In fact, here's a message from our friends who were there. Now, if you didn't know, a 6 out of 7 is the highest rating that you can give a RLC, a food rating. I love to give a food rating.
I see.
I love food. Anyways, so that was on Tuesday. And on the 18th of September, Lily and Eleanor went to the Southwest RLC. I think that right.
That's
I believe that was a Thursday. And then yesterday was September 19th, a Friday, where Eleanor and Josiah went to, what did they go to again?
It was the Pool for Youth.
The Pool for Youth in the West.
Yes.
And then we are here for wildlife camp. Couldn't tell. We're at White Lake. Fantastic times. Lots of fun things going on right now. Here's a quick glimpse. I think we should give them a quick glimpse.
Yeah, I
Quick
think
glimpse.
so.
Here we go. And we'll talk more about that in the next episode. Now, looking ahead to the future, right? We just covered a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
Molly, what is coming up for us in North Carolina FFA? Well, we've covered how many RLCs? 4?
Yeah, so we've covered 4 RLCs already, which means that we have 4 left in our other 4 regions. Very exciting. And we have a couple industry visits coming up next week. And we have FFA Day at the State Fair on October 21st, so you better be there. And then, of course, the most exciting thing of all, National Convention, October 26th through November 1st.
Yeah, we're really excited for these upcoming things. We hope to see y'all around. Again, we have more RLCs to go to. We are pumped to get to see y'all. And the State Fair, man, it's a good time. So as we said before, at the end of every episode, we're going to try to leave you with some sort of inspiration, if you might, Molly. A good quote, maybe a story, a poem.
Yeah.
Well, Molly found us a great quote. Go ahead, Molly. Give it to us.
As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Bill Gates.
Wow. Empower. Empower seems to be a common theme. You know, it was the theme of the Northwest RLC. It's the theme of National Convention this year. It was the theme of our state leadership conference. But what does empower really mean? It means to uplift others. How are we going to put others in a position to be as successful as possible, right? Like, what can I do for you? Don't you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, Bill Gates, right? Really cool guy, super successful. He's saying that those leaders are going to be the ones who empower others. How can we make others better? How can we uplift our teammates? So yeah, thank you for joining us on episode 2 of Talking Points halfway through September. We'll see you next time.